Congratulations on completing your interview. You should feel really good about making it through this process thus far. It's a big deal. So, what's next? Well, all of the hard work and preparation that you put into having a successful first impression, we're now going to talk about how to have a dynamic, lasting impression and ending on a good note. Does that sound okay? Go ahead and get a pen and paper handy just in case you want to jot down any notes. However, all of the information that I'm going to share with you today is included in your First Impressions handbook. That's where I'm going to get the majority of my information today. So let's get started. Before you leave the interview, you want to make sure that you've asked the employer when they expect to make a hiring decision. This is going to let them know that you are still interested in the position and that you care to be informed about the next steps in the hiring process. You also want to take the time to get the names and titles of all of those who were in your interview. Sometimes you'll interview one-on-one. Other times you may have two people there, and sometimes you may have a group situation where there are several individuals interviewing you. You want to make sure that you have the appropriate names and titles because you're going to follow up. Within 1 day of your interview, 24 hours, make sure that you send an email thank you to all of the people that interviewed you. This is just a way for them to remember your name, keeping you in the forefront of their minds as they're making the decision to hire someone. Within 2 days or 48 hours, this is very important. You're going to send a personalized thank you note. You're going to mail that to everyone that was on the interview. We live in the times where email, internet, all of those things allows us to quickly communicate information, correct? But let me tell you, there are some things that never go out of style. And a well-crafted, professional, handwritten note is certainly one of those things. Please refer to your First Impressions handbook for sample thank you letters that may come in handy as you reach this point in your follow-up process. Another part of the follow-up process includes following up on any promises that you made during the interview. Anything during that interview that you stated you would provide, make sure that you do that in an appropriate and timely manner. Another important aspect is to inform your references. Now, of course, you've already spoken to them, you've gotten their support, they understand that you are looking for opportunities, but you never want to leave the element of surprise out there. Just give them a quick call or communication to let them know someone may be contacting them. Within a week, it's okay and appropriate to reach out to the employer to find out what the status of the hiring process is. Unless, of course, they've already shared that information with you, they have a shorter time frame, or they may take longer. But after a week, it is appropriate to inquire, and this gives you an opportunity to continue to build a relationship and a rapport with the company. So the last 3 things that I'm going to share with you, I saved on purpose. They're very important. Still have that pen and paper? All right. The first thing that I want to share with you is don't stop looking for other positions. Even if you're confident that you have the job, you are empowering yourself and taking charge of your life when you have options. You get to choose instead of choices being made for you. Number 2, and this is tough, be patient. I know that may be very hard to do right now, especially during this precarious time, but I have to tell you, it's so important. So please be patient, stay diligent in your efforts, and finally, stay positive. You are working hard to prepare yourself to do great things. I need you to stay optimistic, positive, and reflective as you go on this journey. One woman, one suit, one job. Now go out there and change the world.